Make sure everyone mutes out their lines. I'm going to, I don't think, I'm not co-host, so I can't mute anybody else out. Make sure everybody mutes out for me.
Sheila,
I'm
I'll
going,
mute it and then you'll have to unmute yourself.
okay, all right, thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Again, this is Sheila Bird from Centerville, Georgia, by way of Michigan. I am honored to be able to host the call tonight. Welcome to our Success Partners International Weekly Team Call. And we are about to get started. I want to really just, it's just a special evening, and I'm so thankful for everyone to being on the call this evening. And I want to really congratulate each and every one of you for showing up, because we know, you know, our leader on this call, Mr. John Dren, he always says success begins with showing up. And guys, we made the choice to be on this call with our team and in honor of Success Partners. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful to have everyone on. So I'm going to start this call, like as we do with every call, by sharing our signature message. And each of us on the call should be able to say, I am part of a growing team of entrepreneurs with a shared mission to protect and empower 2 million new families and small businesses with Legal Shield's network of law firms and world-class identity theft services. What we do matters, and we're looking for help. And it's important for all of us to memorize and personalize this in our hearts, because we can use bits and pieces of it in conversations as we go throughout our day, and we're sharing with others about our mission. So it is phenomenal. So I am so honored now to be able to turn this call over to our speaker. It is, I mean, I am just so excited about her. She is a great leader in this business. She's a mentor, coach. She's an author of her own book. She's my friend. She is also a committee leader with the Ladies of Justice. I get to work alongside her now. I am just so flat out excited about her. And so everyone, please welcome to the Zoom. I turn this over to Ms. Lynn Schuessler Williams. The Zoom is yours.
Thank you so much, Sheila. You couldn't be any more excited than I am to always get to work with you. So everyone, I'm going to be your story facilitator tonight. And it's important to remember that stories are the lifeblood of our business. And so I also want to remind everybody tonight, we've talked about this once or twice, but this is kind of new. When we're going live on Facebook, it really helps if you keep your cameras off if you are not the speaker, because it splits the screen on Facebook rather than helping us see the speaker. So if everybody could turn their cameras off when you're not the speaker, that would be great. Thanks so much. And make sure you stay muted, of course. So folks, we have stories tonight. Stories are so important. You know, new people need to hear other people's stories, because until you have your own, you can borrow someone else's. But I borrow people's stories all the time. I tell other people's stories all the time. So it isn't just for new people, it's for all of us. And we have two great membership stories tonight. I'm going to go out first to the South Dakota market to Phyllis Martins to hear a membership story. Phyllis, are you with us?
I am. So my name is Phyllis Martins. I'm an IT professional from Rapid City, South Dakota. I had a member sign up a couple months ago as she was really concerned about being unjustly denied unemployment benefits. Her first call was to the attorney regarding the denial of her benefits. She sent her denial letter to the attorney for review. After the attorney reviewed the denial letter and visited with the member, they advised her how to address the company's claim in the denial letter. The member completed her appeals hearing with a win and a check for over $7,000 in back unemployment. Back to you, Lynn.
My goodness, Phyllis, what a great story. I hope everybody was taking notes. I want you to see my pen was in my hand and I wrote down all those details, because there are tons of people today who are going through that exact thing. So what a great story to be able to tell, Phyllis. Thank you. And now I'm going to go to the Michigan market to Lori Abramson for another membership story. Lori, take it away.
Thank you, Lynn. Hi, it's Lori Abramson from Commerce, Michigan. We've had this membership, gosh, since 2005. They've used it over 100 times. And most recently, we had an issue with a tire that went bad under warranty, and the warranty company would not honor it. One call to the law firm. They wrote a letter on our behalf. All of a sudden, that warranty was honored. So it's the peace of mind knowing that we have someone that can take care of our rights for us. Thank you, Lynn.
What a great story. Thank you, Lori. Appreciate that. You know, these are the kinds of stories we want to hear. Just the everyday use of our membership is so important. And so we really appreciate you all coming on. And now I get to turn the Zoom over to a gentleman who's the leader of Success Partners. I give thanks for him every day. Mr. John Drennan, the Zoom is yours.
Well, thanks so much, Lynn and Sheila Bird. Great job getting things kicked off. This is amazing. Sheila is a newest member of the LOJ Council, and I just got the Zoom handed off by Lynn Schuster-Williams, a member of the council. So kudos to both of you. And I just love the stories. I mean, Phyllis, there's so many unemployment issues going on right now. And that story was so relevant right now. And then the tire story by Lori, we can all relate to. And that's the heartbeat of what we do. So great job, both of you. And I am very excited tonight because we have a big announcement. Ever since over a year ago when we gathered at French Lick, and many of you were there, some of you were not, but we had the best summer blast we'd ever had up until that point. And since then, a lot of people have asked me and others, hey, are we doing summer blast? This was before the virus. Are we going back to French Lick? Well, when are we doing it? Are we doing it? And then, of course, the virus set in and everything kind of changed. And we saw Legal Shield do their convention virtually, and then the event this month virtually. And after a lot of discussion, we are tonight announcing we are doing our summer blast. It's the 11th consecutive Success Partners International Summer Blast. This one will be virtual. The dates are coming up, actually. It's going to start the evening of August 20th. That is a Thursday, staying consistent with what we've done in the past. And we will be finished up Saturday evening. So basically 2 days. And I've got the agenda right here. It's going to be so great. The speakers we have. Hey, do you know it's easier to get speakers when everyone's in lockdown? So the speaker lineup we have is incredible. Not only have we gotten yes from everyone I've asked, but the people I've asked are amazing. So I can just tell you right now in the agenda, there's 13 different presentations, and that's still subject to some change, but it's going to be phenomenal. One of the reasons it's going to be phenomenal is we are working with a Zoom Pro who happens to be part of Success Partners in Lynn Schuster-Williams' organization. She does Zoom events for a living. In fact, Brooke, you might want to even share that a little bit about your background. So I'd like to introduce you all to the individual who's going to be overseeing the Zoom process to make sure we get it right, because we're going to do a lot of things, whether it's, you know, have our DJ, the breakouts, the different things going from speaker to speaker, facilitating different things. So it's going to take a real pro. And that's what we have in Ms. Brooke Haynes. So Brooke, I want to hand this over to you, introduce yourself, and go ahead and show people how they can go ahead and get registered.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Brooke Haynes, and I'm very excited to be a part of this program, this project. I have heard about these consecutive summer blast events, and this time I get to go and be a part of it. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I joined Legal Shield about 6 months ago. And I'm looking forward to building my team even bigger so they can show up at the summer blast. What I'm going to do tonight is kind of take you through the website and how to register, and how we're going to support you through the next few weeks to make sure that you have all your questions answered. So I'm going to share my screen here. And in order to find the Summer Blast and to register, you're going to go to www.summerblast2020.com. It's as simple as that, summerblast20.com. And here you're going to find our website, the website for the event. Here, August 20th to 22nd, like John was saying, is when the event's going to take place. And Success Partners International is doing it again. After 10 years of consecutive Summer Blast events, this will be our first virtual Summer Blast. Each year, the blast has improved, and this year there will be no exception as we create an entirely new experience. The event will begin on Thursday, August 20th, and conclude Saturday, the evening on the 22nd. Once you've registered, promote aggressively and intentionally to your team. This is a fantastic opportunity now that it is virtual, so you can come together and be able to hold space for everyone and fill it virtually, have people there that might not have otherwise been able to attend. The early bird special is until July 31st, so that's this week. And it's $20 to register. So when you go to www.summerblast2020.com, you can scroll down here and register. You're going to click on the Yes, Register Me Now button. And from that point, it's a PayPal that you can go in and you can start to be able to fill out, use whatever card you need or your PayPal account or credit. Okay, I'm going to go back to that Summer Blast page. And then also for this event, for you, and make sure that everyone on your team has the best customer service experience to get all their questions answered. What's going to happen? Where are my links? When where do I show up? Or just any fun questions or any logistics that you may have, come here or just simply email john@summerblast2020.com. It will be such a great way to make sure that all your questions get answered and handled. I'll be the one in the back supporting that. So I'll be who you're talking to, and contact us anytime. john@summerblast2020.com. All right. Thank you all for giving me this time and this opportunity. I appreciate it, and I look forward to being there.
Brooke, thanks so much. And folks already behind the scenes, Brooke's done so much. She and I have been working together all week long, getting some things ready. And so now the real work begins in getting ready for the moment we launch. So thanks so much, Brooke. Hey, a couple of things. Some of you might have wondered, what's the price going to be after Friday? You know, at the end of July, you get the early bird special. Starting August 1st, it's going to be $120. No, I'm kidding. But it is going to be $25. But, you know, that's like a 20% increase. So you don't want to wait. You get registered, and like every event, the sooner we have a sense of the numbers, the sooner we can plan different things. Even though we're not showing up in a room and ordering food, there's breakouts and different things like that we need to be in consideration for. Secondly, I've seen in the chat, we've already had a couple people registered tonight. So it's real easy to register. It's $20, do that. Then you can focus on the promotion of it. And then a reminder, you know, it's best if you have questions, just go to summerblast2020.com, scroll down to the bottom there where you can put in your name, put in your question, and let Brooke handle that. Please do not come to me. I mean, you can do John at summerblast2020, but don't call, text, email me at my other email, because that's not what I'm handling. Go to Brooke as she just described. All right, I see other people have registered, so congratulations. Next, I want to go out to somebody, and this is in concert with what we did, and I want to go out to somebody you all know about when you think about Summer Blast. She's been the coordinator of this event for years, and she's down there in the Virgin Islands, and want to pull up the calendar. So let me, first of all, Alice Engelhart, let me go out to you. You come on, say hi, and I'm going to share my screen here.
Hello, everyone. Coming from you live here in the Virgin Islands. And as soon as John has that calendar up, I'm going to point out a couple of quickies that are easy for everyone to do. Obviously, we have a bunch of very active associates already registered. Okay, our calendar, Success Partners International calendar, which is located at Success successpartnerscalendar.com. And you'll notice on here, starting today, there is a tab on each day of the calendar, and this will go through August 20th. It says Summer Blast 2020 registration. John, if you could tap on that and just open up one of those. And you'll see here that there's a active thing that says to click on to register. That takes you directly to the website. Or as Brooke said, you can do the summerblast2020.com also. And then if you can go back to the calendar, John, and as you'll be able to see all that, it's pretty easy. Obviously, people are figuring it out. Then I wanted to point out a couple of things that have changed a little bit. All of our recorded Zooms are now going to be on our Success Partners International YouTube channel. So if you go to Saturday, you're going to see a little tab that says SPI YouTube channel. If you click on that, there is a link that will take you directly there. My recommendation is you can just go there and see all the different videos that are currently available. There's quite a few, as a matter of fact, from our 2018 Summer Blast, and then our more recent ones for Sunday team Zooms and our Wednesday training Zooms are on there. My recommendation is hit the subscribe. In this case, John's already subscribed, but if you are not a subscriber, you'll see a button there that says subscribe. Click that. When you subscribe, you'll automatically be notified when new videos are posted. And also, just as a timing point of view, a couple extra steps to get them to the YouTube status. So tonight's video, you will be able to see probably tomorrow morning at the YouTube channel. Back to you, John.
Thanks so much, Alice. And just kudos to you for everything you've done leading up to this year's Summer Blast and the role you will have this year, and for getting that on our calendar. So again, starting today, you can click any one of those days for register, and it'll take you right to, again, summerblast2020.com. That's where the landing page is to register. Okay, now more information will be coming your way. I know there will be questions about the exact agenda and timing and all that. We're going to start feeding you that information, as well as we'll have a training coming up where Brooke will come on and actually teach you all some basics of Zoom, how to get your name, how to get your picture, how to get your city. So when the time is here for our Zoom, when you come on, everyone will see your picture if you're not live on the camera and see where you're from. And she'll talk to you about, how to use Zoom, because when you come on the Summer Blast, we don't want it to look like this or look like this or look like this, So it's gonna be great. You're all gonna really get good at Zoom, which is another real asset to what we're doing here. Okay, so thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Alice. Now we're gonna switch gears. So for the last 3 weeks on our Sunday team call, I've done a short interview with Danny Godin. And to set this up for those who maybe have missed out or weren't on each of the last 3 weeks, Danny's an associate in Colorado. If you were at last year's Summer Blast, you would remember her and her young daughter who were at the blast. And last month in June, she got pretty discouraged. She had fallen out of PC. She was discouraged that things weren't really happening. And rather than just pout, she made a decision with 6 days left last month to go senior director. And she was shy 500 points. But she took inventory with some associates, went to work. And while she did not make senior director last month, she came within about 100 points, had a great pay month, And based on what she did and her request of Legal Shield, she was reinstated in Performance Club. And then, but here's the bigger part of the story. So we heard all that July 5th, but then she let me know she was going to get PC Pro done the first week after that, and came on our Zoom July 12th to report that that was done. And then she talked about how senior director is definitely going to happen this month. And she came on last week. And Danny, I think you were about 240 points shy of senior director last Sunday. I'm not sure. But I do want to go back to Danny for an update tonight. So tonight's the 26th. We still have 5 days left in the month. Danny, will you come on and update us your progress?
I have 719 in premium that will officially be processed tomorrow morning. So that is senior director with a week left. John, we lost you. Can't hear you.
Well, everyone else is muted. I was saying I can hear the collective cheering, even though everyone's muted, but everyone can hit the chat with your cheer here. So Danny, congratulations. So with everything posted tomorrow, you've hit senior director with close to a week to go. Anything else you want to say in regard to July? Because knowing you, you're not going to take a nap here for the rest of the month.
No, especially Friday, or no, it was Thursday. You actually had challenged me on our accountability call to go ED. So that is now in the works. I have an entire chart. I spent all of Friday rewriting everything, trying to figure out how to go ED in a week, because now I have 700 points to get in the last week. But it's super exciting.
Well, congratulations. And you know, the specific question I asked Danny was, what would have to happen for you to achieve executive director? And I asked that knowing she was going to have a senior director done this weekend, pretty much was where she was at. So the question was, what has to happen for you to hit executive director? And I never would have asked her that 2 months ago because it was too much of a stretch. We say go outside your comfort zone, but don't go so far outside your comfort zone you might get lost. But her comfort zone has expanded significantly based on her decision last month, what she did to close the month, what she did to start this month, and the fact that senior director in her mind actually became sort of this, well, of course I'm going to do that. Whereas literally 5 weeks ago, senior director seemed like a major stretch. Is that correct, Danny? I certainly don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, that is absolutely correct. I didn't have senior director in my mind at all. I've barely had ED in my mind. I was looking at ED, 2-3 months down the road, and then you said it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. So might as well. And so I restructured everything. I got my board. I got my papers. It's gonna be fun. I'm loving it.
All right. So, and I want everyone to hear that. I restructured. I got out the whiteboard. I got out my papers. I'm going to work on it. A decision's been made, and I'm having fun. There's so much to learn from that. And right now it's Danny, but over 22 years, I've seen a lot of people go through this same process of catching momentum, making a decision, the timing right, and just going for it, and how things can line up. So Danny, I appreciate you being on here 4 weeks in a row. And of course, a week from tonight, July will be over. We'll bring you on one more time and then, give you a break. So thanks for that. So next, I appreciate you coming on. So next, I want to go out to a gentleman who has done what Danny's done and done it over and over. And as a result, he's a $150,000 ring earner. He's a millionaire club member. He's got team all over the place. He's a sought after speaker, and not all that long ago moved from Chicago to North Carolina. Mr. Timur Halligan, I would love for you to comment, number one, in general on this Zoom, but then specifically comments in regard to our Summer Blast announcement. Over to you, sir.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Danny, congratulations. The best is absolutely still yet to come. You know, I know when you took a look and you said, hey, tomorrow this is going to update. Well, tomorrow is going to be the update, and you say, okay, I've hit senior director and now I'm moving forward to executive director. So, you know, great story. And, you know, you think about this, we're talking about, you know, the summer blast, and, you know, you take stories like Danny, and she said, I was there a year ago and I was at one place in my business, and a year later, look where she's at. I remember Miranda Chisholm coming a couple years ago for the very first time to our Summer Blast event. I think she came, you know, maybe as a manager, and then, you know, accelerated her business up to, you know, director. You know, I think about, you know, one of our first Summer Blast, John, I can still remember Lynn, and we were, you know, going on, I think the Bella Louisville, or one of those boats that we had down there, and we were trying to facilitate, and she was doing all the facilitating, getting all the food together, and we were carrying it on and, you know, keeping it cold. And, you know, then we graduated to some great hotels, and we had the opportunity to spend a lot of time going to events. I remember going to a baseball game, and, you know, last year we were at, you know, French Lick, and, you know, just an amazing place. And the year before that, we were at the other beautiful little cabin in the woods that we were at. Now we're virtual. And, you know, guys, here's the way that you look at the virtual. Number one is, you know, we've always said at Summer Blast, everybody who's ever attended Summer Blast always had the exact same comment. I wish that I had more people from my team at this event. And it was, you know, because it was a lot of money, right? It was costly at some point. I think last year, you know, we spent $600 or $700, you know, to be there for that 3 or 4 days. Well worth every single penny. But you kept saying to yourself, I wish I had more people there. Well, guess what? We're in a place right now where you can have more people there. Number one, they don't have to leave their home. You know, number two, $20 to get registered by the end of the month, you know, then $25 after that. So here's all I can tell you is get yourself registered. Number one, take care of yourself. It's kind of like when you're in an airplane and the oxygen mask drops, you want to put yours on first before you give it to your kids or your loved ones. Well, get yourself registered first and get to your team, because we have seen the acceleration and growth in people's businesses year after year after year. And I commend Mr. Drennan. You know, I know that thought of the 10th year not making it to the 11th in a row was not going to happen. So I appreciate you, Brooke, Alice, for all that you do, and anybody else who's going to help facilitate it. So get registered, and back to you, Mr. Drennan.
Those are comments of a champion. Thanks so much. And yeah, the collective memories and stories from the past Summer Blast. And you mentioned the one way back that my wife said, John, let's not do that again. You know, she was concerned about food poisoning. It was like 90 degrees, and she did all the food we brought, and they had no refrigeration on the boat. So if you were part of that one, you are special, and everyone since. So, hey, with that, I know we're going to go over just a couple minutes because we want you to hear the announcements and other things in closing out. And to close out, I want to go to the individual who came out to me. And Lynn, I'd love you to weigh in any comments regarding this announcement tonight regarding our Summer Blast, and go ahead and let people know what they need to know. So back to Lynn Schuster-Williams. Good night.
Thanks so much, John. I'm so excited. I'm already registered as well. And, you know, I have to tell you, it used to be Spring Blast, and that was my very first Legal Shield event. And I wouldn't be here. Brooke Haynes probably wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be in my organization anyway if I hadn't gone to that first Spring Blast. It was an amazing way to kick off my relationship with Legal Shield and my relationship with all the people on this team. You know, it has absolutely been a game changer every year. And I just can't say enough about how great I feel about it being so accessible to all of us. The cost is low, the experience is high. So, you know, it's just a no-brainer to be sure you're signed up and registered and ready to be there. So I get to go over our announcements tonight. So I want to remind you that it's the last week of the month. If you didn't hear that in Danny's segment, it's the last week of the month. So please, everybody, stay as plugged in as possible. You know, there is the Legal Shield Associate Success Facebook page, support Facebook page, the Sunday newsletter, which came in your email today, the leadership show, which was on tonight at 7 and tomorrow again at 11, and it's live streamed on live all the time once it's over on Sunday night. The Team Ascent Facebook group, where we're going live right now, of course, is a great place to plug in. The Ladies of Justice Facebook group is a great place to be plugged in. We have our daily Zooms to help you close the month strong. We have a membership overview Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 Central. Tomorrow, I'm doing that membership overview presentation. And then every evening, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, we have our membership and business overview, our opportunity overview. And tomorrow night, that's Mr. John Drennan. So kick your week off strong. Join us on those Zooms. We also will hear this week from leaders like Ron Chambers and Timmer Halligan and Lynette McKinley and Lee Perry. Just an incredible lineup to help you close those memberships and gain new recruits. Reminder that on Wednesday, we will have our Wednesday training Zoom. And for those of you who have not been plugged in lately to Ladies of Justice, there's been a change in their lineup. They have a Tuesday morning membership and opportunity overview. Used to be membership only on Tuesday morning, but now Tuesday and Saturday, it's both times, and Wednesday night is training. So go on to the Facebook group there and check that out. With that, I believe that's everything that we have for announcements. I want to say thank you to Brooke and to Sheila and to Lori and Phyllis, our stories. Thank you so much, of course, to our leadership, Mr. Drennan and Mr. Halligan, for all that you bring to this. Thank you to Alice for all your hard work in the background. Let's go make it the best last week any of us have ever had in Legal Shield, everybody. Bye for now.